Another interesting detail about Jacob Zuma attacking the European Union, telling them you killed Gaddafi, blaming them for the refugee crisis, supposedly, is that the European Union responded to Jacob Zuma's comments. They said, quote, "We lay the responsibility for what is happening in the countries of the Maghreb clearly in the hands of the leaders who are dictators and did not respect democracy." Now, I'm not going to mention, I don't think it's in my place to decide whether the dictators were good for their countries or not. That's for the people in those countries to make. But clearly, I mean, I think it's kind of a little bit hilarious and maybe even a little bit chutzpah for them not to just to say this kind of comment. I mean, because do they not have responsibility for destroying a bunch of infrastructure in their countries in this intervention? I mean, once you make an intervention in Libya, um, you already assume responsibility because you're involved. And they go ahead and destroyed a bunch of infrastructure, turning hundreds of people into refugees in a matter of a second, and they don't really bear any responsibility for that.
Well, I guess because they're Europeans, they don't need responsibility. They can do whatever they want, and
Hmm.
then they don't have to clean up their garbage.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense because yeah, it makes sense now that I think about it because I guess since Europe is such a role model, European Union and the NATO has been such a role model for human rights. I guess clearly we can kind of overlook what they did here. Kind
Well,
of.
I mean, yeah, I mean, come on, you can't be mad at countries like Spain and
No,
Amsterdam that
no,
allow like marijuana and gay marriage
no. Of course not.
and
Of course not. Yeah.
gay
I
adoption
guess I guess we can kind of let that go because I mean, you
because
know,
they're just so liberal. They can't do anything wrong.
no, they can't. They can, and I think it's just if Gaddafi was just less of a dictator, they would never have
If
bombed their
Gaddafi
country.
would have allowed gay parades in Benghazi,
Yep,
I think it would have been okay. I think there would have been no
absolutely,
reason to
and this is why, like you said, he was not respecting the democracy there. I mean, clearly, I mean, the Libyan people would have wanted that. Clearly, they would have wanted because now that Gaddafi's gone, Libya has all these gay pride parades and
Yeah,
there's clear ISIS is not
it's
gone
just
into
so
Libya.
much better now.
It is. It really is.
It's just
And
because there's like no immigrants trying to get
yep,
inside to Europe. They all
yep,
just want to stay there and just like, reap the benefits after what Europe did.
absolutely, absolutely. So I think I think the European Union was. I want to thank you, Shlomo, for correcting me here. The European Union was really correct in their response to Jacob Zuma.